Okay, day 27. Got actually I have just a bunch of stuff like catch my transactions up and everything to do. Worked out already. Got Spanish tonight. Probably study some YouTube throughout the day. As a matter of fact, I got something coming up here in about 16 minutes. Somebody left a comment yesterday, which was interesting. I was like, people are going to shake my hands for these statues. Just want to let you guys see what it came out to be. So that's how they came out. Remember, I give people what they want. There are people who want this. So on both sides of the aisle, I'm giving people what they want, right? So here we go. Got 3 of them made. It took longer than I expected to make these suckers, but it's because of all the breakaway support. And what's interesting is the filament, that gold silk. I mean, it came out in gold and it is silky. The supports just like crumbled away, and I was really afraid this wouldn't complete. And throughout the time, it's like, is this gonna complete or not? So I didn't know, but they completed. They all came out fine. So 3 people who are into this will be able to get them. I actually have another pose, but I think this is like the best pose of the ones I have, because I found it on I purchased this big repository of STLs, and right before I bought this, I was like, what if it's there? And yeah, it was, well, but it was a different pose. I just think this one looks better of the 2 poses. So if they're not into that, of course, they can choose Baby Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Or they can choose Baby Yoda / Grogu. Plus I have all these kit cards and everything. Based on what I have right now, I think I've surpassed what I had planned. Although I still want to keep printing. You know, when you have 60 kilos of filament, that's like 130 something pounds. And I actually may have more than that, because on some of them I just guesstimated the size because they were multi-packs. And it was like, that's a kilo. It's like that. But it was a lot. And I have it in different formats. You know, I got PLA, PETG, ASA, what's that other one? I have them all the colors. Only thing I don't have is rainbow, and that's one of the things I wanted to print out is articulated dragon in rainbow. Still debating, because it's just so many freaking things I've created. Whew. So somebody's either going to be mad or glad. Not the ones who are going to be glad are the ones who are going to be getting much cooler toys than the typical Carnival BS, little rubber duckies and crap that the office has. And some will be mad. Those are the ones who are giving out rubber duckies. Rubber duckies. I forgot what the little crappy ass toys they had. You know, like the crap you can buy for $10 for 100 of them on Amazon or something. Yeah, I'm sure the kids will just go like, hey, Baby Groot, or some bullshit rubber ducky. I'm still debating on guns for kids, because I just bought another repository yesterday of nothing but gun files, and one of the gun files was a I think it was a Glock 19. I have to go look. Rubber band gun similar to this, except it was even more detailed. Had a parkerized handle and everything. I may be printing that sucker out, or a few of them. Guns for kids. So if I have to choose a color where somebody's not going to get shot by the cops, because even this brown one here, I can see somebody getting shot, you know, so it needs to be day glow. So it'll probably be like orange or red, a light blue or something. So I'll make a couple of guns for kids. Maybe the adults will like it, because yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna look at my schedule for today, what I got to get done. Actually, I just gave you my schedule. I said, spend the day catching up, doing a little bit more cleaning. Actually, uh, it's so funny when you do organization. If you were to look in here, you could be like, you organize something? It was like, yeah, it's just that I organized like a layer. Like I would bring stuff from downstairs, bring it up here, do stuff. And so it's like nothing's happening. So I'm hoping by the end of this year to get all this BS taken care of. And today I just thought what I probably should be doing, other than catching up on my transactions, making sure my clients are doing good, and printing some more stuff, including guns for kids. The Catwalk C+, C2 Plus. I probably need to go ahead and put it together, because that C2, the Catwalk C that I never opened, sat in the garage for probably, what, over a year? Let me see, when did I get that thing? Let's see, Catwalk. Oh man, it's been almost a year to the day that wait a minute, that's a year to the day when I ordered it. So it actually took a minute to get here. I didn't get the thing until, hold on, let me see if I can still pull this up. This is actually interesting. Let me see if FedEx goes back that far. It looks like I may have not gotten this thing to the end of November, or I got this thing on the 1st of December. So it's only been 10 months. That's actually more frightening, because Catwalk C was not that old when I ordered it. And yet, it's only been 10 months since I received it. 10 months since I received it. I just received a new one. Interesting. I do find that interesting. And no, the C2 Plus was a Kickstarter that started in June. Actually started before then. I hate that I didn't get the early bird price. It irks me. Kind of like what happened with the Bamboo Carbon X1. The story on that one is I knew about it. I was ready for it. I knew the time it was going to be released. The second it was supposed to be released, I went to Kickstarter and tried to buy it. I put it in there. I could not pay for it. So I went to another payment source. Could not pay for it. Created an entirely new account. Couldn't pay for it. So I finally had to go with the early bird instead of the super early bird, or the Kickstarter special, whatever. That was like $150 more. But if you look at my backer number is in the 200s. That make any sense? There were 500 of the super early birds, but I couldn't pay for them. So I had to go for second best, because everybody was slamming on that sucker. I don't know. I'm always being fucked in the ass. And I'm not even from San Francisco. Not that there's anything wrong. I'm just saying, if I'm going to be fucked in the ass, I should volunteer for that. It should be my choice. Paying extra money for something that I shouldn't have had to pay for is being fucked in the ass. So, yeah, I'm calling it quits. Oh yeah, right now I'm doing baby Grogu phone stands. They are actually really cool. It's Grogu holding up the phone with the Force. There's like a little slat there to hold the phone up. It's really, really cool. But because I'm using the breakaway supports, it's going to take me like 13 and a half hours to create 2 of them. Normal print time on this thing is a couple of hours, max, hour and a half. So I got to do that just to have the breakaway support so it'll look half decent. And even like on this one with breakaway supports, his little fingers on his right hand here broke away, and it's probably because this thing was too small. I downscaled this one by a quarter, so it's like 1/4 the size. And I think there is an issue when you upscale and downscale things. Also, I've noticed it's not in here. I put it in the laser room, I like to call it now. I've noticed that when things are too close again, I've already talked about this with the lithophanes. Let me see if this is still in the trash. Gotta finally shit can it. No. Oh, wait a minute here. Nope. Yeah, when things are too close, for whatever reason, it'll print things super thin. And I have this Enterprise. It's really nice to snap together. It's going to end up being, well, would have ended up being this big. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. The thing is, you can, I mean, like parts like, you can like see through them. There's like, not even see through them, they're missing. And I think the printer cannot compensate when things are too close to each other. And this one came as, even though it snapped together, like all the parts at once. So I'm gonna try to print the parts separate, or at least separate out the parts and then either spread them off all across or just print them separately. I'm gonna see if I can do that in the slicer here. Just separate them and put them in little individual components to see if they'll print thicker and then change the wall. Because I really wanted to give those Enterprises out because they would have looked cool as shit, man. I mean, come on, big ass Enterprise. Again, I'm going nuts because I got 60 pounds of filament to worry about. I don't know why I have so much filament. I just kept buying this shit. All types. Now I have carbon fiber. What the hell am I going to use carbon fiber for? I got PC. What the hell am I going to use that for? I have multiples of TPU, which I couldn't get to feed through the damn bamboo, by the way. I was really afraid at one point. I tried it through the AMS. That shit got jammed. But I fed it through the back and it still didn't do anything for me. So I still want to mess with that because there are some prints I want to do. Like we'll have tires and I'll do the tires separately and put the tires on. Especially when I like do Jeeps and stuff like that. So I guess this is my thing. Playing around with heat presses, playing around with the lasers. I had the friend that was over here. Remember the Wayne Lux only worked an hour and her husband worked on, thought it was working, but it seems like you plug light burn into it, it'll just move around and stuff doesn't fire. So he didn't know how to fire it. So I don't know. I got to find somebody who will help fix the damn thing because when I contacted Wayne Lux, they didn't do a goddamn thing. But anyway, no, since then, like I have the M1, the D1 Pro with the extension rails. Got both of the honeycombs up in there, and I got the enclosure. Man, I can make anything. And then I got the M3 just sitting there now. I would like to give that Wayne Lux to my friend, but I already gave her that Artur Laser Master 2. And the Wayne Lux, you know, with all of the stuff, because I got it in the deluxe package, all that crap comes to almost $1,000, which actually in this day and age of 20-watt lasers doesn't make any damn sense. Maybe it does, because even the D1 Pro without the RA2 Pro or any of that other crap, it's like $1,200. So whatever. I done bought a lot of damn lasers. M1, M3, Wayne Lux, D1 Pro M1, plus the Artur I gave away, plus my very first laser. I think it's in one of the other rooms there, which was some little piece of shit that was 500 milliwatts, you know, like the little enclosure. I used it to make little coins that I gave out at family reunion for Keller Williams. Okay, you know what? I'm bored enough and crap. My little thing is starting in about 1 minute. Okay, upload this, and to the person who left the comment about people shaking my hands, I'll actually tell you if anyone shook my hands or if anyone slapped me because I made this. I'm apolitical. I don't believe in politics because it leads to stupid shit. So we'll see if I get a handshake or hands or slapped across the face. I'll let you know on Friday. Unless somebody else tries to pound me in the ass for something. because I get a lot of pounding in the ass. Okay, see you guys.